Welcome to the world of cycling, a brand new show from GCN on Eurosport, which we kicked off today with a brand new virtual stage race, the Zwift Tour For All. Now this is for some of the world's top male and female professional cycling teams, and stage one took in the relatively flat Innsbruck ring circuit, a total of 53 kilometres, and coming up are the teams that were involved. So, on the men's side of things, we had 8 top-level pro teams and then 2 from the professional level just below. They would be in Alpecin Fenix and Rally Cycling. Amongst the contenders for today's stage were Mathieu van der Poel, who of course rides for Alpecin Fenix. It was the women's race though that came first. Here's the lineup from their side of things. 9 teams in total, including Canyon SRAM, CCC Liv and FDJ from the very top level of the sport, and the rest of them pro teams with Bulls Dormans, who of course have dominated the sport over the last few years. Right, I shall hand you over now to the main action from the day.
Well, to start with Anna van der Breggen and the rest going very, very hard from the beginning. And very quickly, a very strong group would go away. Harris, a former winner of the Zwift Academy. And in the end, 9 riders away. All this on the first lap. Points for intermediate sprints would be awarded, and when it came to the final lap, it would be hotly contested. Final kilometre and Cecilia Uttrup going away. Looked as though she might be about to stay away to the line as well. At this point having a 3-second gap, but being chased down by Leah Dixon. And look at this for timing. It was a brilliant use of a power-up from Marianne Vos after dominating in mountain biking cross on the road. She's also an e-racing star. Marianne Vos winning stage 1. She went by just less than a second from Uttrup with Dixon in 3rd place. But remember, this is a team event. And all the points picked up, added up, and saw Canyon SRAM leading by 6 at the end of stage 1. Canyon SRAM, the leading team. Over in the men's race, it would be a strong start. A battle of attrition, the likes of Mathieu van der Poel racing for Alpecin Fenix. It will be a very, very fast race. Not too many attacks from the front. Plenty of attrition from out the back, however. A few teams missed the move altogether. Others like EF Pro Racing and Israel Startup Nation making sure they had strength in numbers in the group. Richardson would have a go for intermediate sprint points. And the Alpecin Fenix rider would be leading by just 6 seconds with 1 lap to go. Once he got to the final kilometre, Fred Wright would put in a dig. That will be caught with 400 metres to go, however, and then it would be a very old, big sprint to the line. Cote would have a go, Uran would be with him, Morin would be there as well. But look at this move from Freddie Ovett, Israel Startup Nation, with their man taking the win, the young Australian beating the rest of the field. So Ovett getting the win there, Dan Martin finishing in 7th place as well. And of course, all those points from the different teams added up to the intermediate sprint points meant that Israel Startup Nation would be the leaders after day 1. Strong performances too from EF Pro Cycling and Alpecin Fenix. Stage 2 will see the riders race around the Richmond Cobbled Circuit, venue for the first World Championships won by Peter Sagan. Cobbled climbs and plenty of fast racing to come.
Some very tight finishes to the opening day of competition at the Zwift Tour For All, which we hope you enjoyed. You can let us know, in fact, your thoughts on virtual racing at the moment on the GCN app. Is it something you love, you hate, or are you somewhere in between? We're going to revisit that later on this week to see if we've changed your minds. That is all for now. You can watch live coverage again tomorrow of Stage 2, and if you can't catch that, we'll have highlights for you again as well. See you then.